Let's try it again and engage the microphones. This is take two. Last night I had some issues with the audio and video lining up. I don't know what that was about. I usually don't have that trouble. So I'm back again to share with you a passion of mine, my heart, in the form of homecoming, crossing the bridge to the soul. My book release, which is going to happen, I'll reveal that a little later, as well as this powerful cover. Everyone loves it, and I'm so happy about that. But I'm going to go deep inside the book. I want to start sharing some of these things with you. What this healing, expanding tool, gift to me from Spirit and from me to you. We're going to dig in some of the, not the pages, but I'm going to get to that just a little later. A couple of announcements real quick. Hello, everyone. Let's see who's here. Nathan Carl Thomas. Hello, bro. Kelly Curtis, Angela Tyner, Janelle Kennedy, Melaton. In Louisiana, they call that Melaton. Augie, what's up, brother? Patty. Patty will tell you how to pronounce that down there by the bayous. Me. Darlene. Dora. Rena. Hello, everyone. Round two. So, October 2nd. Kelly, I know you're interested, so I got you on the list. Whoever is interested in this program that I'm going to be bringing forth October 2nd. That course, it's an inner course. You with me? Make love to yourself. Power, Connection, Purpose. 6-week bust you wide open course. When you dive into this course, online video forum like you see now, but no one has access but you. 4 models for alignment. I'm going to make your soul tangible. You're going to experience a greater capacity. Let's call it the wholeness, a greater wholeness of who you are. It'll be question and answer. You can ask questions during the course. Of course you can. It requires a fee. I will entertain changing the fee, but I'm pretty steadfast on what I have. I will send you those details. If you say in this room, Keith, I'm interested in this course, it will change your life. But what it really requires is all of you. All of you. It requires all of you to be, quote, successful. September 25th, Memphis, Tennessee. This divine man, God on earth. Yes, I said that deliberately. God on earth, this divine man. Sri 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 Visvayogi Viswamji Maharaj. This is his 9th incarnation on the planet. He was the first God-realized being to ever walk his feet upon the earth. I am going to be doing a question and an answer with the divine. All under the umbrella of what is the state of the world? And I'm going to ask him very deliberate questions. You have to be very careful and very mindful of what you ask a being like this. You can't run your script on these energies. You can't do that. You can. You won't like it. I'm going to be very on point with my questions about what's happening in the world. It's not going to be political. It may be some of what's happening in those arenas, but it's not going to come across in politics. It just won't. Basically, for example, instead of why are they spraying our skies, that's political. That has nothing to do with anything of importance. Or why are the people doing this and why are people doing that? That is not the angle I'm coming from, nor will Swamji participate. But instead of why are they spraying our skies, what can we do about the skies being sprayed? He will lovingly answer that question. What can we do about the fires burning in the Amazon? Instead of, why are these knuckleheads starting fires over there just to clear out space for farming? He's not going to play that card. He's not going to play that game. Come to Memphis, Tennessee. It costs you nothing. If you're not in Memphis already, come to Memphis. It costs you your road trip. Have you ever been? Have you ever imagined what it would be like in front of your deity, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, whoever it may be? This is what it's like. You will feel it. You will feel it. Again, that's going to be September 25th, Memphis, Tennessee, at a dear friend of mine's house. And it costs you nothing. He might walk up to you and say something, and you can bet. He knows exactly what to ask you or to say to you that will inspire expansion and spiritual illumination. Radical transformation is what this is all about. Short commercial break. I'm going to come right back, and we're going to get down to some Homecoming. The name of the book, Crossing the Bridge to the Soul, is the subtitle. I'm going to reveal the cover. I'm also going to reveal the book release date. Ames Archer High. Let me see any new people here. Karen Cox. Love me some Karen Cox. Shannon McDonald. Lefevridge. She like that Cajun talk, her man. You go down the bar, go get some crabs. We have a crab boil. I'm going to play. Let's ask the audience. Do you want Ali's song, Like I Did? Do you want Peter Coyle's song, Love? Do you want Lavender Soul? You name it. First one who populates in the field. I'm going to give something away tonight. I don't know what it is. I'm going to give something away tonight. I gave Pri Hapakuku a reading last night. She was the first one to notice something different. Last night, my question was, does anyone notice anything different about me? And there were some good guesses. But I always wear black. I always wear black. Tonight, I'm not. Last night, I wore a white shirt, and she got it. She's going to get a reading. Hello, Shannon. It's good to see you, dear. Hope things are well. Corey says, Lavender Soul. He wants some Lavender Soul. What's up, Corey, my bro? I tell you what. Kelly, I know you understand. Well, actually, Corey was first anyway. He was first to populate. You said Lavender Soul. I know what song Corey wants. But Kelly, you are next. Corey, is there a particular song you want? Do you know one by name? Give it a second. What's up, Charles Cunningham? Hope you're well, bro. So tonight we're talking about Homecoming, Crossing the Bridge to the Soul, my new book to be released in the near future. We're going to get into that meat and potatoes after this song break. I'm waiting on Corey to see what song he wants. If he waits any longer or if Facebook is any slower, I'm going to select. Let's see if he's here. It says he's not here. So, that being said, I'm going to choose a Lavender Soul song myself. I'm going to choose this one, which I have not been playing much. No reason. Probably, well, there it is. Lavender Soul. Been working on a new album. See in the backside of this song, we're going to get into some revelation and some radical transformation. My teachings now are going to start to push you. I'm going to push you. The way that you would want someone to do who really wants to see you through to a place as to why you would continue to show up to be expanded. I'm going to push you. It'll be lovingly, but you may feel the push. It's kind of like feel the burn. Corey says he wants my favorite Lavender Soul song. Let me see what that would be. It's a love song. Wow. You can have this with a partner. Call up someone that you love. A partnership. Just a friend. A love interest. Even God. Close your eyes. Take some breaths. Mean to feel it. And feel it you will. I mean it.
to your most high. Cherish the time when you walk by. I see you in my life for all time. I've touched your face 1,000 lifetimes. I know the way you talk in rhymes. The breath you take is part of mine. As you float before my eyes, you touch my hand, it makes me cry. Touch my hand, just to know you're there. Just to know you're there. So here we go again, life lessons with a friend. Another chance to let love in. And in another life, our eyes will meet one more time. I see you in my life for all time. As you float before my eyes, touch my hand, it makes me cry. Just to know you're there. Just to know you're as you float before my eyes. Touch my hand, it makes me cry. Just to know you're there. Just to know you're there. As you float before my eyes, you touch my hand, it makes me cry. Just to know you're there. Just to know you're there. Just to know you're
Welcome to Center of Light. Did that song touch you? You want to get into the realm of the spirit? Let's do it. Let's go there. I'm there. Join me. Take my hand. Take my heart. Let's go there. Did you feel that song? Whatever it meant to you, did you feel it here? How can it not be? So, We wrote this song, Bernard and I, in about 10 minutes. I just wrote these couple of chords, blah, 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 blah. And he just started singing right on top of his head. The song is very delicate. There's a power in subtlety, trust me. There's more power in subtlety than there is in brute force and might. It is my mission to steer you into the right direction as I wobble and balance myself. That is the purpose of my presentations, always. 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 ALL space WAYS. Always. That song is powerful. It brings you to a space that we have long forgotten. The throne. The throne of the most inner core of your being. Let's get down to some reveal. Tonight I am sharing with you my diligent, passionate, sincere, humble, vulnerable work, play of 30 years that's coming to fruition really soon. Though I have a bestseller, The Divine Principle, that was self-published, this is now into a major publishing company, John Hunt's Publishing, a division called Sixth Books. I have a fantastic team. Wow. Watching this all happen in real time. We just got you entered in Amazon. Here's your book cover. And I get to interact and dialogue with these people back and forth and suggest things. And they're really good at it. Thank you, Gavin Lee Davis, for being the lit agent, my marketing guru of getting me this deal. I want to say thank you very, very much. Let's get down to some revelations. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to reveal the cover to you now. And the release date. For those who have not participated, last night I had some issues, so I decided I wanted to do this presentation again. They did exactly what I wanted, to capture the image of someone coming out of, so to speak, yesterday from a dark past. Crossing that bridge, that rickety little bridge, can be nerving. Requires a leap of faith, a step of faith into the bright sun, being so effulgent, represents we walking into the greatest source of light that is everything ever created, is now, or will ever be. Walking into the fire of your heart, the sacred heart, the fire of your life, being that which is everything, being with that which is everything. And when you simply intend your life to be with that, then that will be with you. July 31st, 2020 is the release date. Now I want to take this. Thank you, Shannon, you dear. I love you. I want to give you some of the interior. I want to read to you the very first actual text dialogue, me talking to my audience in the book, Homecoming, Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. This is the actual introduction. This sets up the tone of my entire life's work. Even before I knew it, this is what was happening, is happening now, and will begin to gradate and move further into that experience and begin to swell. This is the overview of my work. We have all heard the saying, time flies when you're having fun. Well, my friend, I can attest to that. Where has it all gone? From my experience, it hasn't passed me by as we normally perceive time to do. It just seems to have vanished. Today, back when, as I am writing this, I am grateful to find myself deeper into an infinite space where time is simply a play of divine consciousness. From the time I started writing my bestseller, The Divine Principle Anchoring Heaven on Earth, in 1996 and completing it in 2009, I have learned so much from the wisdom that moved through my vessel. For the years that followed, I continued to live in that brilliant light of those teachings, which I have no doubt readied me for the next plateau. I consider that phase of my life the initiation into spirit. From the year 2000 to 2014, I was working on a book about my pilgrimage to India to see a divine incarnation by the name of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. It's titled For the Love of God, A Spiritual Journey. Was the beginning of the rising phoenix within me. Going back to 1996 and coming forward to 2014, I've experienced so much expansion that I almost cannot contain myself. I consider that phase of my life as the integration of spirit. About 2-ish years ago, I was watching over a friend's house while they were in England. One day I was sitting on the sofa in silence thinking of what I could do to alleviate my boredom, when all of a sudden a voice speaks to me from within saying, "Keith, grab your phone, go sit by the fireplace, turn on your video recorder, and go at it." I immediately got up, went over there, sat on the pillow, and got right to it, not knowing what was about to unfold. The first thing that welled up in my heart was to talk about how you can have it all. After looking into my cell phone and taking some deep breaths, intentful breaths to connect, I could feel the voice begin to fill me inside as it did when I was writing The Divine Principle. For the next few years, that presence began to consume me, literally. Since then, I have been doing a live video series on social media called Center of Light Bursts. These presentations are usually off the cuff, allowing the voice of my heart to speak. One by one, as people gather in the virtual room, they experience this divine love pour through my being and into theirs, as well as vice versa. It is such an amazing and a beautiful thing to witness, watching them at every gathering burn with a divine fire for radical transformation. After reviewing the playback of my first 8 videos, I came to realize that something I was unaware of had begun to occur. I was the one becoming more and more radically transformed. A new book was already being placed within me, so I contacted my marketing director, Renee Brown. I hired her to transcribe all that came to me through these sessions, and we began editing the message into a book format. That's the next book that I'm working on. Lo and behold, I am now working on my next literary love called Radical Transformation. This powerful, soon-to-be-released book of wisdom has led me by the hand and by the heart to the golden door. Dear Lord, let me in. Entering the kingdom of the soul. Being in this heart space daily is what has caused that time of mine to not flee from me, but utterly disappear. As I reflect upon those last few years, I realize that this time the voice has not only come to speak to and through me, but has come to be with me as me. Yes, the dove of peace has descended into my heart at last. And along with that perching has come the grace of an ever-expanding awareness. This phase of my life I consider the graduation with spirit. Through this declaration, my dedication and vow to you is this: I am my you can have it all. I now wear the golden ring on my finger, symbolic of a marriage with the divine. I cultivate this relationship at every possible moment. Through my commitment to live a life of service to all. But here's the thing. My olive branch gesture is that you reach for and join me in this sacred union yourself. And when you sincerely intend to do just that, the dove of peace and everlasting light will wipe away the cobwebs of time from your mind and the darkness of fear from your vision. You too will find yourself crossing the bridge to the soul and reside in the garden at last. I now bring forth this collection. It'll be 2 volumes. I now bring forth this collection as a lamplight for your initiation, integration, and graduation. This is your homecoming. You are loved beyond measure. How you like that? That makes my heart sing. One moment. Your initiation into... It's an echo. Something's going on with Facebook a little bit. Hopefully it'll clear up. I'm going to take one more pause. I'm going to play Kelly's song. Kelly wanted... Let's see. She wants Allie's song, Like I Did. I'm going to come back. Hello, Christopher Bingham. Welcome, everyone. Let me go over this again. I love acknowledging people. Christopher. Hey, brother. Rena, Kelly, Lewis, Dora, Karen, Corey, and Darlene. When I get back from this Ali Wallace song, I'm going to get into some material. What you will find, I'm telling you, dear Lord, it changed my life being the author. This life-changing work of mine that can also change your experience. Back from this lavender. Facebook is being squirrely, but I love Facebook. I love it. I'm not going to complain. Check out another song. It's going to move you. It's just going to move you. That's real. That's energy. That energy is palpable. And when it moves you in that space, live in that space. Become familiar with what it feels like to be in that place. And your life begins to soften. And your words begin to soften. And the way you look at the world begins to soften. And you, my friend, become a warrior of light. Every day, every night. Open up that gate. Cross that bridge to your soul.
I don't know anymore. My mind and soul, they fight the war. Lost my faith in myself and everything else. Yet I'm so afraid to lose it all. I guess I'd rather try than die not knowing. I guess I'd rather fight than give up hoping that maybe you would find the courage to grow with me. All I want is you, nothing but you. This won't work unless you want me to fight for me, dear. That's all I ask of you. So go ahead and reel me in again. Love me good and make me feel something. Promise me you'll never let me go. Go ahead and break my heart again. If If she flirts, she's more than just a friend. Fool me twice, I guess this one's on me. But don't you ever expect anyone to love you like me. I don't know anymore. I ask myself, what is this for? I wanna say that you're worth all the pain, but I don't know tomorrow. I just know today. I guess I'd rather try than die not knowing. I guess I'd rather fight than give up hoping that maybe you and I can make it some way somehow. But maybe it is best to give up hoping, suffer through the pain of losing you, knowing there's still so much of me that loves so much of you. So I'll go ahead and break your heart this time. In the end, at least it wasn't mine, though this hurts me more than I can bear. I promise you you'll find somebody new, and I know I'll find somebody who will love me for exactly who I am. But don't you ever expect anyone to love you like me. Oh, like me. You lied, I thought you were my friend, a thief who stole my innocence. I fought and lost, your heart was not the broken one. I tried to fight the fears that I had to hide, but in the end, I let myself be free. So I'll go ahead and love myself this time. Cut you off, get you out of my mind. The pain is dulled and I can finally breathe. I'll work on me and find somebody new, 'cause I know I'll find somebody who will love me for exactly who I am. But don't you ever expect anyone to love you like I did.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Yana Vi here on a Wednesday night, right smack in the middle of the week. Be right smack in the middle of yourself. Why not? All week. I am sharing with you tonight one of my loves, a literary love of mine, blood, sweat, and peaceful, happy, blissful tears. I have no issue whatsoever about letting the waterworks just happen. It happens to me when I sit in this chair, being with you. What other reason do I need? We're speaking about my soon-to-be released book from John Hunt's Publishing. Worldwide distribution. I am so grateful. Book's called Homecoming, Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. The book will be released July 31st, 2020. Let's get down into the interior of this marvelous time that I spend with Spirit daily. I read you before this break. I read you the introduction. The very first thing that happens after the introduction is smack in the middle of the page is the word initiation. Right? We all get initiated. It's a rite of passage. We initiate. It tells the story. Rather, it's the first text of the divine principle. You may have read the divine principle or for the love of God, but when you read these with other chapters as well that I inserted, it creates a timeline of unfoldment so that you could see it. When I write about my journey to India, I love this. It touched me when this was birthed inside of me. Spirit said, I'm not creating a separation from Spirit now. I'm saying Spirit said because I'm humbling myself so I can stay in the energy, so I can be in it longer. Spirit said, Keith, when you tell of your journey to India, write it in present tense. Versus, a few years ago when I was in India and I was on the ashram, this thing happened. I say, my gosh, right now I'm in the temple. Sai Baba's walking near me and he's turning his hand right in front of my face and he begins to materialize an object. Versus speaking from past. You get to feel what it's like to be me in the experience because I logged all of this journey into a tape recorder and I transcribed it to a document. Cleaned it up, used grammar. Initiation into the Spirit. It's 3 parts to this first volume. It'll be a 2-volume set. I am asking you, where are all my share warriors? I need you, you need me, we need we. Every time you see my post, if you choose, sling it up somewhere. Where are all my share warriors? I'm looking for 10 people, as many as I can get. I'm looking for 10. To be on it with me. I mean on it. And I will give you all the benefits I could possibly as a teacher, as a friend, whatever it is you need from me. And on top of that, I will give you each a signed book for your own. I'm looking for 2 assistants. 1 for sure, but I'm looking for 2. I'm learning this as I go. If you're interested in being on the team, write the word team, capital team. I want the whole word capitalized. That means I'm in. And those who are interested in the assistant position, send me an A. That'll be fine. Capital A. Thank you. Let's continue. Here are the chapter titles. We just spoke about initiation. The beginning of opening the gate of the soul. Make no mistake, my first experience with Spirit when I was thrown on that bed in 1996, June, about 6 in the morning. Spirit says, Keith, make no mistake of the energy that you're having a dialogue with. I was thrown into the absolute. Walk into the one. Beginning to see everything as one. The people that are causing you trouble, the people that are praising you and giving you bliss. It's all the same thing. It's all a play of divine consciousness. Seeing everything as one. Gets us out of hate, gets us out of fight, gets us out of efforting. Everything's one. Everything works for me. I work for the everything. One for all for one. You have 5 people to build a house, it'll take however long. You have 30 people to build a house, it'll take. Many hands make light work. As we continue to move. Dreams, dreams, dreams. About all of the dreams for many years. My time with Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. He became known to me in my sleep states of consciousness. In fact, that's how I went to India. He came to me and says, Keith, come to India. He's standing across the river and he's talking to me telepathically. I said, I would love to. How will I do that? He goes, Keith, don't think of it anymore. I got it. Just be willing. 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from a lady I never met. Hi, Keith. My name is Debbie Jabor. Hi, Debbie. What can I do for you? Keith, we have a mutual friend. Word got to me. You want to go to India to see a holy man. Yes, ma'am. She said, Keith, I'm a flight attendant. I have some companion passes for the year that are about to expire. And I would not like that to happen, knowing that you want to go to India on a soul journey to be with the holy man. I said, yes, ma'am. She goes, I want to give you a first-class round-trip ticket. That was a miracle. I went to India 3 months later. Then we shift to my journey to India in this segment of the book. It's called India Bound. I tell you, wherever I went, even to my own local airport, to go to Michigan, to fly across the ocean, to go to Amsterdam, to fly to North India, to fly to South India, and even taxi for 4 hours north of Bangalore, I saw miracle after miracle after miracle. All of these people were psychic. I am not kidding you. These people were psychic. They were so psychic they knew exactly why I was there. Even in Amsterdam, even when I got to India, because I'm American, they just knew. I know where you're going. Go out here, don't turn to the left. You see that other left over there? The second left? That's the one you take. Everybody knew everything. The next chapter is called Lesson in Love. Wow. Lesson in Love. When I was truly on Kuwait Hall, and Sai Baba walks out of the gate on the west, the first time I've seen him in person, I was literally pinching myself to make sure this was real. I had a dream. We all heard the terminology that having a dream realized. You want to realize a dream of yours. Well, this was literal. I had a dream and it was realized. And when I saw that, that feeling is the next chapter. That feeling, exclamation point, in fact. That feeling is the it. That feeling is the target. That's the feeling you want to get with. That feeling. Now that I've been there for quite a few days in India with people from all over the world, every walk of life, every creed, code, religion, sect, people getting along, that was the greatest miracle. And loving each other and respecting each other and being so spiritual. It's the abode of peace. It's the highest abode of peace on the earth. It's heaven on earth. A few days I was there. The next chapter is called Deep into the Rabbit Hole. This thing began to open up, and then I had that feeling. That other chapter I just talked about. And then I followed that feeling even greater day by day. And I went further and further into the divine rabbit hole to be with my Maker. Wow. I'm remembering it right now. It's coming back to me. Swinging back and forth. They say that swinging back and forth is a characteristic of God. You can see God as a child. Inside yourself. Divinely, innocently, sitting and moving back and forth on a swing. That's the motion of God within you. That's it. It just plays. It simply plays there childlike. That feeling. I had an amen to that experience. And then I had a phenomenal experience that I am going to leave for the readers. Something to do with my Godfather and being in a place of God. Thank You, Grace is another chapter title. What a great day to be alive. Listen to the titles of these chapters. Dear Lord, they're setting me on fire. Speaking of, stoking the fire within. That's passion. Apply, integrate, transcend, be. I had a miracle when I was leaving the ashram. I was going to look for someone I could carpool with to split the fare. to have some company 4 hours back to Bangalore. And I put up I was looking for signs, or whoever would say, and I read a sign. And it said, leaving Sunday, carpoolers, question mark. I'm in room number, whatever. I went to room number, whatever. No one's there. So I decide, well, I'm just going to go to the courtyard and get some coconut juice. They take these coconuts, whack it, the top off with a machete, throw a straw in it, and they hand it to you. My God, they're delicious. Well, while I'm there, this lady walks up to you immediately, and there are 35,000+ people on this ashram daily, sometimes 250,000 if it's on a festival day. She walks up to me because she wanted some coconut juice, and we looked at each other, and she says, Saram, which means God. It could also mean excuse me. It could also mean my apologies. It means all those beautiful things. So she says, Saram, that means hello. So I said, Saram. We started talking. She goes, how long are you in town for? How long are you here for? And I said, well, I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave, and I'm looking for someone to carpool. In fact, I have a sign written right over there. I said, I just went over there. These alignments were happening all the time. And I said, I just went over there, read that sign. Well, she goes, Saram, that lady is me. Hence that chapter title, The Return of the Christ. And I do mean the personality we know as Jesus. The return of the Christ as plural is happening now. Many divine teachers are here. But I specifically asked Satya Sai Baba from a dream experience I had, look, I'm tired of jacking around with this. You have to tell me and share with me in a level and a way that I understand my intention to be as I understand it. Or are you telling me the man we knew as Jesus is coming back on this earth? And I took a nap and I was thrown into a cosmic divine experience with Satya Sai Baba there looking at me directly and confirming to me the question I asked is valid. And what happened in the temple an hour later Oh My God is a chapter title. Going home. When I went back to the Bangalore airport on my way home, give the lady my ticket. She goes, I'm sorry, sir. You cannot fly with us today. I said, what? She says, yes. She says, you didn't call 72 hours before to keep your flight, so it has been canceled. I was like, Sai Baba, I know you didn't bring me all the way over here for me to have this difficulty when everything has just been so full of grace. Out of nowhere, the manager comes out of a door on the left, and she walks up to the lady who's attending to me. She said, is there a problem here? And she says, and she speaks in India. The lady looks at the ticket, looks at me, looks at the ticket, looks at me and says, go ahead, sir. Enjoy your flight. Home sweet home, planting my feet back in Milford, Tennessee. When you read this book, the chapter title, as it suggests, do you believe that it happened to me? Not because I'm special, it's because you're special. I'm just the example. The book is the testament of an unfoldment process that applies to anyone. It's about seeing and making it tangible. Oh my God, this is real. It's not just a ghost. It's not a phantom. Do you believe? And it requires clarity to see, to make things visible. And finally, in the book, the closing chapter is, come to me. I love you beyond measure. Come. see, and reflect. Come, see, reflect. Full circle. Walk into the one, seeing everything as one. It's a reflection. It's all a play of divine consciousness. They call it Leela. Yes, the good shit is God. Yes, the bad shit, if you call it bad stuff, then it's not God. But if you see it all as a divine play, sport, then we're looking through our own illusion that taints what we think bad is happening. Because you can bet in that said bad thing, it's imbued with nuggets of divine light and wisdom designed perfectly for your spiritual evolution. That is what my institution is about. And my constitution that I will declare for the rest of my days, and I am allowed to breathe air into this body. For me, it's about being with God in a space of spiritual samadhi. Just wanting that feeling, as long as I can have it every day. And I intend to open up that gate. The one that we consecrate. Create an altar in your home. To alter yourself. Put everything on it that's powerful. Pictures of your children. Pictures of your religion. Pictures of your God, your deity. Pictures of yourself that you're proud of through an accomplishment of yours. And when you walk by this altar, it will alter you. You will feel a fire. The fire, the divine fire. It's powerful. It has and contains and holds everything that is important / powerful for you. Does it not, or will it not? And when you subject yourself to it in humility, and you make yourself vulnerable, and you open yourself up and you peel away that skin to let that light out, and you passionately and sincerely do that, your life will spin over on itself. It will spin into outer. It will begin to revolve like that child, innocent child, on that swing. There's no effort in there. There's none. There's no fight in there. Takes away all the hate, takes away all the pain, takes away all the struggle and all the strain. When you understand there's nothing else that you are ever to gain except the greatest thing ever created or can ever be created in the universe. And that's you. You are loved beyond measure. It is my pleasure to be with you as we share this treasure trove we have all been given. If you commented in this room, you want to be in the team, I'll contact you in the near future. Or if you want to be, if you're interested in the assistant position, I will contact you in the near future. I'm going in all the way. Join me. Take my hand. Give me yours if you lead the way somewhere that I know nothing about, that there's a path that's illumined. Tell me about it. I'll join you. This is not church on Sunday. It's not just a lifestyle. It's your life. This can be your last life. Well, I like being human. Well, granted, be human all you want. Be human as long as you want. I'm going back into the divine fire. I'm going back into the light. I'm in it already. You're in it already. Since we're already in it, why not we be in it to win it? And there's no other way you can skin it except to fall inside yourself. Inward is upward. Upward is forward, which is toward something. Inward, upward, forward, toward something. The wheel begins to move. The innocent divine child begins to swing on the swing. So Ham is the breath, so is the in-breath of God. Ham is the out-breath of God. Say this mantra whenever you're conscious of being with yourself. Breathe while you're at work, in a cubicle, whatever it is you're doing. Just say Soham to your inner self. Align with the breath of God, and next thing you know, the space you're in begins to shift. You will become when you are in the flow You float on the breath. You float. When you are in that kind of flow, you float towards the destiny of your life like a feather on the breath of God. I love you. I'm going to get me some grub. My name's Keith Anthony Blanchard. Let me show you this book cover one more time. And the release date. I want to say thank you for everybody being here and supporting my work. Reveal. And the release date is July 31st. Power, Connection, Purpose. 6-week Bust You Wide Open course. October 2nd. If you want a part of that, let me know now. In this form, Keith, I'm interested in the course. It's an inner course. I love playing with words. Inner course. I'll be seeing you soon. Share this everywhere. Where are my share warriors? Share my work. I will reciprocate. Peace, love, and live in the light. Yanava. It is complete. I need to sell 500 to get a second contract. We're going to do this easy. If I sell 3,500, it becomes New York Times bestseller. I appreciate you. I love you. Let's take a ride.